Episode 7, April 14th, 2018. Live from the Workbench. It's the Shop Talk Podcast. Oh, and you can reach me at Shop Talk with Drew at Yahoo. Again, it's the Shop Talk Podcast. I decided I'm not changing the name. Oh yeah, finally, a fade out. Imagine that. Daddy finally got a mixer. And, let's see, got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I've only got a couple more minutes to actually play, because it's gonna be too late. You're gonna hear this on a Sunday. And you won't hear it till Sunday, and I'm on a Saturday. Right now, the playoffs are playing. Philadelphia's playing. I'm missing the game. Oh, I got the TV going on down here, but Ixnay on the cable. So, I'm going to play a couple things. Here you go. You high, baby? Sorry, had to. I was in Detroit playing at a showcase that we were invited to play, and it was not fun. They didn't understand that I was playing Eminem, but we were right down the street from Eminem's old house that's all boarded up, and you can afford it, so whatever. And then just today, we got NBA playoff matchups, which we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow. Beloved Cavs. A Fender Harmonica / tool case review. And, of course, what's for dinner. Let me get a drink. And with 4 minutes to play, you gotta... Okay, that might be the last of it for the night. In the East, you got Cavs versus Pacers. In the first. And I'm just going to call them. Let's see. Got to watch out for Oladipo. That's for sure. To go from Orlando to... Did he? No, he went to... I'm sorry. He went to Orlando, then to the Pacers, but before that he was with Oklahoma City. And he was terrible. He wasn't terrible. He was always a good player. Better for the Magic. And then, wow, what a breakout year for him. You got Toronto versus Washington. Watched that game earlier. And I think I picked the wrong team to win. We'll get back to that. Philadelphia versus Miami. That's what I'm watching right now. Boston versus Milwaukee. I will say, after watching part of the first game of the Philadelphia versus Miami, that I have Philly winning. And Philly, this is a better matchup than I anticipated. Because I want to see competitive games. No one wants to see a blowout. But the same way with the Toronto and Washington. I actually have the Wizards winning. So let's go over it. Cavs versus Pacers. I have Cavs winning. Toronto versus Washington. I have the Wizards winning, which I kind of wish I could take back now, but I can't. And you'll hear this tomorrow, and then you'll realize why. Philadelphia. I have Philadelphia winning versus Miami, and we're going to try to watch the rest of that game. Boston versus Milwaukee. I have Boston winning, and that's a real up in the air because Milwaukee's so long and have so many players. In the West, you have Timberwolves versus Rockets. Oh, I want Minnesota to win, but the Rockets will probably win. Spurs versus Golden State. Watch that game today. Golden State wins. Portland versus Pelicans. I would rather the Pelicans win, but Portland will probably win. And Jazz versus Thunder. Thunder probably win, although I would like the Jazz to win. I like Donovan Mitchell. That's for sure. Let's see. Is it 10 o'clock yet? One more minute. I don't even know if I can muster up anything. I haven't played all week. I haven't been playing all year. But, you know. And we have the review of the Fender Chicago style harmonica / tool case. It's G&G style, but I don't really think it's G&G. Let me grab it. It's right behind me. And I'll tell you why I don't think it's G&G, because I'm a little disappointed when I got it in the mail, but this in part due to the seller that I bought it off of eBay. And I bought it brand new. And you can find these as high as $119 from Musician's Friend, Guitar Center, blah, blah, blah. And the reason why I bought the Chicago style one is because I own a Fender G&G. I've actually owned it twice. One of my good friends showed up one day with it and with a matching guitar case. Because years before I sold it to him, but I bought it off him originally, if that makes any sense. So he used to do stuff like that, and occasionally he'd buy me like the El Cheapo guitar. Well, anyways, we'll get onto that one day. That's a good idea. But the guitars that were a couple people gave me. I got one. Well, we'll talk about it later. It doesn't fucking matter. So anyways, because of the seller that sold this to me, I wasn't that happy with, but I only paid $60 for it. But the way he shipped it in with the handle down, there's actually 2 indents where it had just been sitting in there, and literally it was like a cover that he just put over top of the case. Yeah, that's the floor. And it's real weird. So on both of my guitar case and the briefcase, it has a Fender logo on the front, which same does with the harmonica case, but a lot of people, you don't see them a lot on the briefcases and on the guitar cases anymore. They're more rare. And again, it's all matching, so one little frayed, Jesus Christ. This is why I need a music room upstairs. The top part doesn't really match up that great. And then on the bottom, where your hinges are, the one hinge, you could probably stick a business card underneath. Which I'm not really that thrilled about. But then on the front, there's almost like a little piece of wood. Little tiny piece of wood where the Fender logo is. And the reason why he had free shipping, buy it now for $67 or best offer, and I think I could tell you why. I think he's either selling seconds or blemishes. Of course, they don't really have that in the world of cases, but I guarantee that he must have got some bad shipments or something and couldn't sell them, or he's just a terrible businessman. Of course, you get your little pack in there, a couple keys. That's cool. It is a few inches shorter in length, and I believe in height. There's only one latch on it, and it's not really, I mean, it is a G&G style, but if you've seen the thing, you can kind of see where there's Tolex on the sides of these things, and then there's a little bit of glue that's exposed. They just didn't, it's not G&G quality. That's why I don't think it's G&G. It's not there. The one compartment slides in on the bottom of the left, which is cool, but I think he didn't have that in there straight, which is not a big deal. I can fix it. And then you have a couple compartments. I didn't realize this when I first got it, but you have two compartments that come out. Of course, you can put your harmonicas in. This is definitely an upgrade from the tool case that I had that I used to take sometimes to where I worked before. But in the same sense, what I'm going to use it for is I'm just going to put some acid in it for gold testing and stuff, and some files and different things if I want to start buying gold. I don't know. But I mean, overall, it's a good case for $60. It's nice. If I paid $120, I'd be pissed. I would send it back. After I seen those indents, I did not see it right away. I already gave the guy a good review, but you know, that's fine. I mean, it's okay. I bought some other stuff. Probably do some reviews on some other stuff here soon. My latest addition, I just got a 10-inch Lodge skillet, cast iron skillet, and it's a little bit of maintenance, but you know, if you take care of them, they will last a lifetime, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm missing the gas burners in my old apartment. This place has electric burners, but it's still I like the couple different things I've cooked on it so far, and we'll get further into that. I might have to pause. Okay, and then I heard a couple jokes, a couple different things. Now it's super quiet. That's awesome. Wish it was like this all the time. So of course we do what's for dinner on here, and it's kind of stupid, but all we care about is chilling, grilling, and drinking beer. But not really. So anyways, yeah, I got my Lodge 10-inch cast iron skillet for the first cast iron for me. And I watch a lot of Cowboy Kent Rollins on YouTube. You should check out his YouTube channel. He cooks with a lot of cast iron. And I was trying to figure out, you know, how to season the thing, and olive oil's the way to go. If it works for him, it works for me. With a dedicated lint-free rag. You never want to use paper towels. You don't want to ever use anything that you want to eat. And so in a 450 degree oven for 20 minutes, I applied some olive oil to it. And yeah, it's already pre-seasoned, but so after 20 minutes, I reapplied it again. A lot of people will stick them upside down. He doesn't, so I'm not going to. And there's a lot of different things you can do. There's a little bit of maintenance with these. You have to kind of clean them when they're still warm. But every 20 minutes, I reapplied it. And I did that for about an hour. And I just reapplied it a little bit each time. And the best thing, the first cook to season it with would be bacon. So that's what I did, and I actually did that today. And again, you want to clean it when it's still a little bit warm. I need to get some other things, like there's little handle holders, you know, obviously to pick them up, because you're still going to want to pick it up when it's warm. And you're going to want to re-season it every time before you cook. Just add in a tiny bit of seasoning on it. And make sure it's clean. If there's any, you can wash it out, but you don't want to use a bunch of water and soap. You would just want to, you can use straight water, and you know, have another rag to dry it off with, not paper towels, like everybody does on the internet. Cowboy Kent Rollins, you really need to check him out if you're going to get a nice piece of cast iron for, roughly $15, and it's going to last a lifetime. I mean, it might last longer than I'm alive, as long as I take care of it. And that's like, it's a piece that I've always wanted. Bacon turned out great this morning. I know if you want to do like eggs or something for the morning, you're going to want to get I think it's a 7-inch. It might be an 8-inch, but you can check that out. And actually, from the last episode I've talked about this twice, reverse searing steaks. I did a couple of those. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is on the cast iron, and that is a 10-minute grill on your cast iron with the steak. And what you do is you do each side for 2 minutes, and that includes the sides as well. So I believe it is, so there'll be no, I'm incorrect. So you do 2 minutes each side, and then you do a minute on each of the sides. The small, you actually pull it up and put it on the small side of it for a minute a piece, and then you put it in the oven at a 450-degree oven on each side. Now, that is a tiny bit different than Kent Rollins does it, but it doesn't matter. But you can do it in the oven to make sure, when you're cooking with these, you want to make sure they're already warmed up. It's just like preheating the oven if you put it on your stovetop or whatever. And the great thing about it, you can cook with them on the grill anywhere where there's a source of heat. So, and that was the main reason why I always wanted to get one. But I knew there was upkeep, and a lot of people say flaxseed oil. Don't listen to that bullshit. Go with your olive oil, because you can get it, somewhat inexpensive. Jesus, I can't talk. So we're out in Ohio. We had a couple of nice days, and it really warmed up. This has got to be the coldest April I've ever endured. And it was going to snow on Monday, this coming Monday. But we had a couple nice days, and I finally got to take my bicycle out. And yeah, it's a cycle. It's not a motorcycle. It's a bicycle. Anyways, I've got a Trek 2300 Alpha SLR. It's a Y2K bike from 2000. Last year I had it tuned up with new brakes. I bought brand new, Vittora? Whatever. Italian fucking tires. Vittoria. And then Zaffiro. And I got the exact same tires that came on the bike originally, and they were red. Well, that's what I ordered. What I got on eBay, they were black. Well, it's fine because it looks a little bit better. These tires were the original tires, so they were at the time 17-year-old tires, and actually just the back one was wore out. Brooks saddle came on the bike. That pawn shop deal. The bike was originally $2,000. I've had people stop me. I was at a bar downtown Columbus, and a guy comes up, and I end up running into him later again because he did some work around the area. And I said, he's because it comes with Rolf. I think it's ROLF Vector Comp wheels, and they're like $250 to $350 used on different various sites. Oh yeah, I got new grips too last year. So it looks a lot better. Everything was wore out on it. But I had a guy come up to me and say, he was just talking about the bike, and I didn't really pay attention. I said, oh, well, where I work, I'm just a guitar expert. He goes, well, I'm a bike expert. I was like, cool, whatever. I ended up running into him again. He's a pretty cool dude. But of course, he's wearing the little Italian cap, flip back. And I can't even think what the bar is. It's down by the marketplace down there. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see. I'd like to thank all our sponsors. Oh yeah, we have none. Not yet, but we will. What was I heard a David Letterman joke, and he said he heard it from his friend, so, that's full of shit, but, he said, this company was hiring, and, this guy got an interview there, and he was interviewing, and, the guy said, the guy interviewing him said, tell me 3 positive things about yourself. He said, well, I'm a hard worker, I'm always on time, and I'm very reliable. He said, oh, that's good. Tell me one negative thing about yourself. He said, well, I gotta tell you, I'm really honest. I'm brutally honest. And the guy goes, well, I don't really think that's a bad thing. He said, I don't care what you think about me. Yeah, whatever. I know that didn't come off that funny, but oh well. What can you do? Again, you can reach me at Shop Talk with Drew at Yahoo, and this is the Shop Talk podcast. And everybody, enjoy your last day of the week. Like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's listening. And maybe we can do a little fade in, fade out here. But I wanted to do this first. Ay. Jesus. I'm making a fucking like a bull in a pawn shop. In like a china shop. And it's going to piss the neighbors off because it's after 10. But we don't care. Yeah. Guys, have a good weekend. Thanks for listening. This is the Shop Talk podcast. You have a good weekend. So simple then. Got me thinking, I remember the time. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Ain't no changing what's left. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Because we all race against death. Can it be that it was all so simple then?